Hi everyone, Happy New Year! I've never done a live video on YouTube before, so I thought why not check it out for the new year. Not sure exactly how it works, but I'm sure it's similar to Facebook, so we'll see how it goes here. I wanted to talk about New Year's intentions. And I know we're about a week into the new year, but no big deal. If you haven't set resolutions or intentions yet, there's still plenty of time. We have like 360 days left or something like that, so not to worry. The first thing I wanted to talk about really quickly was New Year's resolution, because I kind of, for the first time this year, realized what I don't like about that term. If you take the root of the word resolution, it comes from resolve, which is the answer or the solution to a problem, and has nothing to do with the action that it takes to actually get there. And I think that that's one of the biggest misconceptions and things that people struggle with, is they think that they're setting themselves up for failure by setting a resolution or a goal that's too big. And I really don't think that's the problem. I think the problem really is in setting goals without the intention of taking the actions and the steps that will actually be required to get to that resolve or get to that answer. So I wouldn't worry about setting goals that are too big. I would just make sure that you're setting goals or intentions for yourself that you actually intend to act on in terms of the process of getting there. So New Year's intentions, new word for 2018. And my husband and I and a really good friend of ours, actually for several months now, have intermittently been having goals meetings where we just kind of get together and talk about our goals and ways to help keep each other accountable. So we sort of did a larger version of that on January 1st, the morning of January 1st. There was something so cleansing about this is a brand new year and we're sitting here together setting our intentions and saying them out loud to each other, knowing that we're gonna be checking in. How's that going? How's this going? And our friend actually had this really unique format for setting intentions for the new year that she's been doing for a couple of years now. And I wanted to share it because I found it so helpful. A lot of times when I hear people talk about what they want to accomplish in a new year, a lot of times it feels like people don't really know what they want to do. They feel like they have to set one big goal and that has to be their goal for the year. But there are so many different facets to our lives and so many different elements to our lives that I feel like that is setting yourself up for failure if you just have one big goal related to one aspect of your life. It makes it very difficult to achieve because naturally as humans we have all this other stuff going on all the time. So I wanted to share this format with you, and feel free to write it down. I don't know where she got it from, if she made it up or if she got it from someone else. But I just found it really all-encompassing and helpful and even cleansing to go through the process of setting these intentions in these categories. So what we did was we wrote out a list, and our intention categories for 2018 were family, money or finance, health, home, work, your calling or your passion, a habit to make and a habit to break, a skill to master, books to read, and a place to go. So I really love that because I think it touches on so many different facets of our lives and so many areas that we all want to go really well. And it makes total sense to break them down. Instead of saying, this year I want all my relationships to be healthy and I want to be in a better financial position and I want to get a better job and I want to buy a bigger house. It's a little bit too general. So by looking at it in categories like this was really helpful, and I can give you some examples because you could go so many different ways with it. So health, for example, I have a few goals and they're really standing out to me now that I have broken them down into their own categories. So I'm already a pretty active person. I already eat pretty healthy, but I do know that I want to make an effort to cook more at home. So that's in my health section, along with doing more stretching and yoga and replacing more chemicals where possible. So those are my health goals. And you can do all different things for these categories. It doesn't have to be this stringent, rigid format. Habit to make, habit to break, I kind of combine them together. I want to check social media less and read more. And that's it. That's what I want to focus on in terms of habits. Books to read, for example, obviously that ties in right with my habits that I want to work on. I have a couple of books I know I want to read, but I also set a number in that category. So I know that I want to complete at least 8 books this year, and maybe more. But what I did was just on the piece of paper, put blank lines with numbers, and you can fill them in as you go. And that was an idea from our friend too. She said that she did that last year. Her goal was 6 books, and she ended up reading like 10 or 12 or something, because just the act of having that piece of paper in a visual space all year long, and sort of the satisfaction of being able to fill in the titles as you read them, is something that is visual and motivates you as you move through the new year. So I just wanted to share that with everyone in hopes that it'll help someone out there get themselves in a positive and sort of organized headspace for what their intentions are this year and what they want to see happen and change in their lives. And I'll reiterate something that I posted on Facebook that was really well received, and that is just that your life can change dramatically in the course of 1 year. So I would really encourage people not to shy away from setting big goals. But when you are setting those intentions, like I said in the beginning, you really need to set the intention with the actions in mind. That's really where the make or break happens. Whether or not you know what you need to do to reach those goals, and whether or not you actually intend to make an effort to take those actions. And that's where the differentiator comes in. Is this the right goal for me right now? Am I ready to take these steps or not? If not, maybe it's a year to focus on something different. And that's okay too, because there's going to be plenty of new years ahead. And you don't have to accomplish all of your life goals in 1 year, although it would be great if we could. So don't start the new year off putting too much pressure on yourself, but also don't sell yourself short, because a whole lot can change in the span of 1 year. And I'll post that format for New Year's intentions in the comments as well, in case you didn't catch it or didn't write it down. I found it really, really helpful, and I just wanted to share it with you all. So happy New Year, and good luck and enjoy, and much love to all of you. And I hope to do more of this in 2018. This is another thing that I wrote down. Try YouTube live videos. Because I don't have a ton of time to dedicate to videos, although I like doing them, but this seemed like an easier option instead of having to worry about editing and putting something together, just using the live option. So hope to do more of that in 2018. That's sort of a side note. Take care, everyone.